Ahoy, I'm the comic book hunter, also known as just Hunter.
I'm Comic Boy, and I'm also known as Tyler.
I'm Comic Boy, and I'm also known as Tyler.
And JD is kind of missing right now. He says he has a surprise, but this isn't me.
You killed History of the Flash, Murray. You think that's funny, Murray? Think it's a fucking joke, Murray?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm not laughing, Murray.
Oh no, I'm gonna get shot.
How does this happen?
I'm sorry, Tom. I'm sorry I kicked your son off the podcast last week.
I don't know who Tom is, Murray.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so nervous right now. Is JD okay?
There is no JD. He's dead.
Oh, no.
You killed him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
I'm the co-host.
I don't even know how to continue with the bit. I wore 2 glasses because I thought it was funny, but I've been But I've been one up.
Where do we go? Someone explain this for the audio listeners.
Oh yeah.
What bit
Oh
are you
yeah, there's
talking
audio
about?
listeners.
For those listening on iTunes or Spotify, JD's dad is dressed as the Joker and threatening me. Is JD still there?
This is the greatest day of my life.
Jake, you killed him. You
think
destroyed
you
him by
gotta
throwing him off the
apologize,
podcast.
Hunter.
You wrecked him.
I guess I did.
You know where I'm recording from, right? Murray?
No, I don't actually.
I'm
Alberta,
in Canada right now.
No.
St. Albert, to be exact.
Oh, that's where I live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm starting to look behind me a lot.
I'm about to deliver some Tim Hortons to you.
Oh my goodness.
That's a little threat.
This is horrifying.
Well, while we
do
wait
we
for
do
the Joker, do you want to join us for the episode?
He
lives!
Here. He lives.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that because that was a lot of makeup
How does that
application.
even come up?
Holy shit. What the fuck? That's the
If I
best
told
thing
you
that's
it was
ever-
all his idea, would you believe me? Because it wasn't my idea.
Harper just said it, but nothing could ever top that in the history.
What do we
of this
do
show.
now? JD's dad as
You
the
could end
Joker
it. This could be
threatening
the
to
end of the
kill.
podcast, and
This
this is
has
good
to be the
enough.
end. This is the end of the show. I'm not coming back after that. That's That's it.
I don't know what else to do.
I'm fucking spitting water now. Can't even
That was-
fucking
I
drink.
brought 2 sunglasses because I was like, that'll be funny. But
I'm actually sweating right now. Like I was
Oh my
afraid. I
God.
don't know what to do there.
God,
You
he
do
fucking
realize there's like
nailed that
1,000
too.
miles in between us, right?
Didn't even smile.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, he knows where I
he said
live.
he didn't even smile.
Yeah,
We do live in a fucking society, man. Like,
My goodness. I just, we could have never expected that.
That would-
Well,
no,
because-
no.
So you were so for those listening, I joined the call, but I had like the black screen and I was muted, and I was just conversating with Hunter like through text, and he's like trying to guess what it is, and he's like, "Oh, I think it's gonna be like his dad, or JD's gonna be like bald or something." Never in a million years would you have been able to guess my dad had full clown face.
That's Joaquin Phoenix's joke.
Yeah, well,
In a purple shirt and everything.
Why am
he
I
was, he was
shaking?
he was watching the final scene with Murray, and he's like, "Oh, Hunter's last name is Murray, right?" I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, no.
So
That was amazing.
Wow.
I'm afraid for my life.
I just want to put this out now, Hunter. If this is the episode that you end up like losing, like you somehow accidentally fuck it up and delete it, I might actually end my own life.
Oh God.
No, truly though. I mean, this has to be this is the one.
Yeah,
If
no,
if
I-
aliens destroy civilization, I want them to have this as like a reminder.
NASA's
He-
just in this to space.
My
Yes,
dad
this-
was
this
very
needs to be
excited for
preserved.
Harper's reaction to this because he knew Harper was just gonna have a gigantic reaction, and you did not disappoint Harper.
I stood up and I like pushed my fucking chair. I was dead set standing, just like, what?
That
I couldn't
insane.
believe that.
And welcome to a hero story.
I knew something was wrong when I messed up shaving my mustache this morning. And
Yeah, I thought that would be the
Karma.
weirdest thing. is
It,
Hunter's
it was
weird.
me, Hunter.
Jeez, that was scary. He had the line all down and everything, saying where I live.
That was fuck. I don't know what to do now.
Welcome to the hero story. Yeah,
Hero
where do we
story.
go?
How the
from-
fuck
I
do we
guess-
go from that to be like, here's urban legends issue 2? Like, what the fuck do we do?
Listen, this podcast has definitely evolved from like, when it was just an audio thing
Evolved.
with it's like evolving,
Some
but
would say
backwards.
devolved.
Oh, that made me really nervous.
Well, you okay, man? You're gonna have like a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
If
Well,
you
so-
have a heart
so-
attack, no one can save this fucking episode, man.
oh yeah.
I watched the end of the last episode and you apologized 5 billion
Oh
times.
my god, how annoying was he?
I,
Wouldn't
I was like, oh my
let's
god,
get
he
on
feels-
with it, man.
I was like, he feels so bad. If Harper did that, he would have been like, "Oh, you fucking cunt, you're out."
Yeah,
Like,
you're
that would have been
Oh,
it.
yeah, he said it.
I felt
Three,
bad.
3 out of 4 hosts have said it for.
I was gonna say, Hunter, you're the last one standing.
Yeah.
He will never say it.
Can you imagine like episode 200?
It has to be like the
It just
last
ends
one,
with
though.
Hunter just fucking laying in.
It has to be the last episode of the hero story.
So before we recorded, when we entered the call, Tyler and Harper were running a bit late, so it was just JD's black screen of me just talking and whistling and singing for like 20 minutes. Was your dad just listening to that?
Yeah, my dad was sitting here the whole time.
Oh god.
In
He was
clown face.
he was dolling
came-
himself up.
I
with the-
came home from work. And for like the last hour, he's been in clown face. So
Did you know?
he texted me and he was like, because last week he was like, I sent a screenshot of like he texted me like, oh, I have an idea for the podcast. He was gonna have like a full like Italian like tracksuit with like a fake cigar and be like, you never mess with the family, Hunter. But then all of a sudden, like yesterday, he was like, oh, what if I just dress as the Joker? And I was
He's
like,
just watching joke.
I was like, that's kind of odd, but and he was
It's
pretty
kind of
persistent
odd,
on
man.
like
Alright, Dad.
like I got to give him full credit because that was not my idea.
Oh my
God,
god.
what a creative genius.
Yeah.
My god, that wow.
I guess, yeah, for those listening on audio, check us out on youtube.com.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta
it.
watch
If you
that. I
gotta
mean, we're
watch
gonna
any
clip
video-
that and put that
Yeah.
up on Instagram for sure.
I was
but,
thinking
like,
you can just clip it to put a separate video on YouTube.
Just like
yeah, honestly,
we were
that
all-
was
That was
Wow.
scary. I was afraid. Welcome to a hero story, episode 137, where we talk about comic book news and comic books. Like
this show went from you two being like, "Hey, Doomsday Clock's pretty good, guys," to now JD's dad infiltrating as the Joker and threatening Hunter's life.
literally like our third episode of Hero Something is us being like, Emma and the Wasp wasn't all that good. I mean, it was funny.
Now what is it? Oh my
What's
god.
this? Oh, comics this week that we'll be reviewing. The timestamps in the description. If you see them, if you don't see the timestamps, sorry, I'm nervous. Then
Why is he
wait a
turning
little bit.
around?
I don't know. Then wait a little bit, and then
What if
What's
JD's
going
dad was
on?
just
what's
behind
going
him?
on?
He's just there.
JD's dad just walks right here. Comics this week are Iron Man number 8, Thor number 14, Daredevil number 29, and Batman Urban Legends number 2. More comics came out, but those are the 4 that we will be talking about. Timestamps are in the description below. Maybe if they're not, wait a bit, they will be. For those of you just joining us on Hero Story is usually a podcast where we talk all things comics.
Used to be.
Used to be, yeah. I guess not anymore. We will go over the comic book news of the week, starting with live action news, and then there's a little bit of comic news, and then we'll jump into the comics of the week. Yeah, that's it.
That's the show.
We're
You're
roughly
shook,
10 minutes.
Hunter. You're
I don't
shook,
know.
dude.
That really
from the
shocked me.
From the end of the last episode, like after you kicked me and you felt so bad, like you were shook and you have not recovered.
I've been
since.
shaking all week. I barely slept.
Gosh.
So I guess, yeah, let's start the episode. Starting with the news of the week. Falcon and Winter Soldier producers say that Isaiah Bradley will return somewhere in the MCU, likely in Falcon the Winter Soldier still. I'm guessing the last episode we'll see like maybe a clip of
Yeah.
him. If not, I'm sure a Young Justice show down the line will have, a Young Avengers show
Young
or
Justice.
movie.
Isaiah?
Yeah.
Isaiah's the old guy.
Yeah, he's the old guy that was a super soldier that beat up Bucky.
But
like,
he wouldn't
years
be
ago.
on the Young Avengers.
I feel like he'd
Maybe
be
like
like
a
maybe
mentor.
a first episode.
I guess so, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Just
but
to send
Eli's
Patriot
coming
out.
back, definitely. I
Yeah,
think.
100%. There was a Legends leak. That's next.
Marvel
Sorry.
Legends.
Yeah, Marvel Legends leak.
The
So
Legends
Tyler,
leak.
you want to
Not
talk
a Legends
about
of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so Shang-Chi and the Master of the Ten Rings is a movie coming out, I think September now, right? And
Yeah.
we have not seen a single itty bit of, like, I haven't seen a scrap of anything from
We've
that
seen
movie.
the title, and that's it.
Yeah, we've seen the title card, but this week, Marvel Legends, being the the action figures, they came out. So the Shang-Chi wave, the Build-A-Figure is Mr. Hyde, so it's Marvel Comics Build-A-Figure, and a lot of there are people that like can't tell when it's a comic figure and when it's a movie figure, because one of the figures in the line is like AI Iron Man, and they're like, does that mean AI and Iron Man is in Shang-Chi? No.
Oh my
It's just-
god.
yeah. But anyway, we got our look at Shang-Chi, right? We
Zoom's
see what
probably
he
made a
looks
video
like.
about that. He's
Yeah,
back.
Iron
AI,
Man
he's back.
returning. We got our first look at. I mean, I don't think it's our first look technically at Shang-Chi, but we also got our
technically
first look
is.
really at the Mandarin, at Harper.
Yep.
And
Harper,
he's
what do you
not
think
called
of
the
it?
Mandarin. He's gone by his real name, Wenwu. I hope I pronounced that
Yes,
correctly.
I mean
wouldn't
that's
think
a
I did.
name made for this movie. Though.
Yeah, and then also,
Harper, what do you think of the Mandarin suit?
Oh, I pointed this out to Hunter earlier. He's got like 5 bangles on his arm, like on either arm. So I'm guessing
Those are probably
like,
the 10 rings.
I'm guessing, yeah, the power rings aren't actually power rings; they're power bracelets. I mean, they're still fucking rings, aren't they? They're
Yeah, but they're,
rings,
they're
but
power
like, I guess
watches.
they're on his arm, which makes me think that they're not actually gonna have like their own powers. It makes me think that they're just gonna charge up and
you
shoot
think so?
fucking lasers.
You don't think
or
they're
something.
alien?
Oh,
or
like
whatever?
Captain
Maybe they're
Marvel?
Stark
Anyway,
technology.
Either way, look, he doesn't have like the long hair, he doesn't have the goatee, but they cast a Chinese actor as a Chinese character, so good job. It's an improvement over Ben
Trying to
Kingsley being like, "Hello, I'm bloody Trevor Slattery. What's going on?"
They also, the back of the figures came out with the description or whatever, and Shang-Chi said something like he's got to fight his dad, and so now we think
Yeah.
Mandarin is probably his father.
The Wenwu, no, it literally says Wenwu, the father of Shang-Chi, is the
Oh,
leader
okay.
of the feed terrorist organization, the Ten Rings, which has lurked in the background of the Marvel Cinematic Universe since the
How
very
did you
beginning.
memorize that?
Because I've read it a few times.
Yeah, like you're not even looking at anything.
No, I actually know. I know exactly why I remember it. Is because when I was eating fucking ramen in Melbourne with Beth, I was like, "Beth, did you see the fucking Mandarin?" And we were talking about it, and I was like, "Yeah," and he's called Wenwu, and she was like, "Yeah, well, I mean, that makes sense that like he would have his own name and not just be like, 'Hey guys, I'm the Mandarin.'" And I was
I'm
like,
the Mandarin.
"Fair, that's yeah, okay, good point."
I'm sure we'll still hear him
Mr.
be
the
called
Mandarin.
Mandarin at one point.
Well, yeah,
Oh yeah, he
mean,
will.
that's how
'cause
they
it's the
announced
title,
it.
but,
Yeah.
yeah.
they announced him as the Mandarin when they announced the
But
movie.
he,
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
he not refer because Shang-Chi's not going to talk
Mandarin.
to his dad and be like Mandarin.
You probably won't say his real name too, or just say father or something like that.
No,
Dad.
maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
They
it's-
also
to-
released. I mean, there's more in the wave. Like I think Aquafina's character potentially had an action figure, and there's like an assassin dude.
Okay.
But the big two are Shang-Chi
Yeah.
and,
Mhm.
and the Mandarin.
There was also another Marvel leak for the What If poster got leaked. I don't know. Did you guys see it?
oh yes,
Yeah, it was like the multiverse, something like that.
Yeah.
Defenders of the multiverse.
Yeah, something like that. I thought I saved the picture, but maybe I didn't. I was gonna send in case. JD, did you see it?
it had like blonde eyebrow Thor again.
Yeah.
2011 Thor. It had like
Yeah.
him. It was T'Challa in space.
Yeah,
And Peggy Carter, Captain. It was all the what if characters, and then it said like Defenders of the Multiverse.
Yeah, the Watcher
Interesting.
was in the back too, which is cool. I hope he actually. I'm guessing the Watcher will be in every single episode as kind of like a.
Well, he's always the narrator of the what if.
Yeah,
comics, so-
exactly. JD, I just.
You think
sent
we'll
it to
see
you
him
if
in
you wanna
live
see it.
action? We already have. Never mind.
Wait,
yeah.
oh
we
yeah,
had- we saw a
Guardians
bunch
too.
of them.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Do you think you guys
I think
will
you-
ever see the
Well, do you think
Watcher?
you'll ever
We
have
saw it
like an actual-
2017?
Do you think you'll have?
I don't know. See, that's the thing is like I think there are certain elements of the Marvel universe that they just like you don't need to have the Watcher because in the comics the Watcher shows up whenever something important happens. But if that happened every time in a movie, it'd be like, all right, well,
Yeah, and
anymore.
if they
This
introduce him
fucking
now,
guy.
they'll be like, where was he during Infinity War? or
Yeah,
Endgame
why
and
was he
stuff
not? Did he get snapped away? Like, where was he during or maybe they show him and he's been there the entire time.
Oh, just like from a distance, off
Yeah,
camera.
he's looking over the mountain
Just
as
up on a
Tony
hill,
blasts
yeah.
out of the cave, and he's there in like the room when Cap is getting like the serum. Like he's been there the entire time.
That'd be kind of cool.
think
I'd be
so?
okay with that. There, because like even then he appears so much in the comics that they're at a point where they make jokes about him.
Is
I
it
read,
the point of like Stan Lee in that though? Is that he's like their informant at least? So like, why
Yeah.
would he need to be there if Stan
true.
Lee's always there?
Because in Secret Invasion, when all the Skrulls are attacking the very last issue, Spider-Man says, "Shouldn't the Watcher be here? Like this seems like pretty important." Turns around and Watcher's like right there. It's like, oh, I should have looked before asking. So it'd be cool if he was everywhere and eventually people spoke to him. There's not many characters actually speak to him besides like Silver Surfer. That's the only one I could think of. But yeah,
In the comics?
yeah. Actually,
I don't think most people know he's real in the comics. Like I don't think the general public know he's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy with a big head that floats around the Marvel
Yeah,
universe.
and lives on the moon.
He literally just watches things. He doesn't do anything to prevent things, except for in Silver Surfer Black. He did in that.
Dickhead.
That was it.
He's really that guy.
Okay, name pronunciation
Fuck the
time.
Watcher.
Lucy Liu casted as villain Calypso.
Are you kidding me?
What?
He does it even worse because he said name pronunciation.
You've never heard of Lucy Liu before,
Lou,
bro?
yeah.
Oh, is it
Come
Lou?
on.
I
Have you
said
never listened to
Leo.
Outcast?
You've never seen Kill Bill?
You
I
read
have, I have.
everything phonetically.
She's Oren. She's Oren Ishii.
Yeah, I know her as that, not as the actress's name. I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Who in history is called Lucy Lou fucking Liu?
I don't know. It's Liu. That's
That had to have been on purpose.
yes, it was. She was cast as the villain Calypso in the Shazam movie, Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Not a villain in the comics. This is not a comic villain, and instead it's Greek mythology. So
Just
not-
realized one of Hunter's CGC frames is empty now. It looks so fucking sad.
I sold
like,
it.
yeah,
That's
I
why I
noticed that
sold
Frame
it.
in the back. Oh, that'll do it.
I have more CGCs on the way, so it'll be covered. But right now, it's just
Anyway, I just thought that was funny. Yeah, that looked that looks so much. Just put what the...
Wait, was that one just stacked on the other one?
no. I guess you can't really see it, but there's a tag.
Oh, I see it. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
you just had it standing on the other one.
No, I don't know why the camera's not picking that up. Yeah, this is gonna be the main villain of the Shazam movie. They're not doing Mr. Mind, I guess, but
He's probably gonna be there.
yeah, he's gonna be there for
Fucking
sure. I'm sure.
Shazam
They
movies
can't
they're gonna
announce an
squeeze out.
actor for Mr. Mind.
Does that mean
movie. He's a
Shazam
fucking
3
cameo.
is him versus The Rock?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe Black Adam 2.
They said that from the beginning, though. They said it's going to be the third one.
Oh,
God,
jeez, but
that's
that's in
so
like how
many.
many years?
Yeah,
They're gonna be adults.
Billy's gonna be like 25.
Yeah.
Freddie already had a mustache at the
Flash. Or
DC fandom
Flash,
thing.
The
Yeah,
Rock.
that was scary.
The Flash.
I said the Flash. I don't know why. I meant to say the Rock.
If it makes you feel better, Tyler, that post I did today about Zemo, I wrote in it, like, I've been waiting for Zemo to rock up in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And when I was going back to edit it, I realized I'd written the Flash and the Winter Soldier. And I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like,
Hunter's like,
The
you edit your
Flash.
posts?
Yeah,
well,
you
good
proofread,
point.
bro?
Yeah, who
I don't
does that?
proofread either, though.
The Flash and the Winter Soldier.
I approve.
I guess I didn't write this down in the news, but kind of last bit of live action news. By the time this video's out, Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 5 would have aired. What'd you guys think of that cameo?
Whoa, that was great. It was
Dude, I
awesome.
couldn't believe it when Luke Skywalker showed up and asked them if they want to train.
I thought it was really cool they managed to integrate Lucy Liu into the show.
Kind of weird that she's playing Jessica Jones, since I always thought that Jessica Jones was already in the MCU, but I guess
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Makes sense. She's
It's
kind of has
multiverse.
She has strength, and that's what the serum
Yeah, she's a
does.
little,
So
yeah.
I guess it makes
And she
sense
drinks
for
a
the
lot.
story. Yeah. Any last minute predictions that are going to be wrong, since everyone listening probably knows who it is?
I absolutely think I really do think it's General Ross, but we'll see.
I thought it was a character
no
that
idea.
hasn't been in the MCU yet, though.
Well, here's the thing. So they've said Tyler said that it's apparently female. I've seen that it's like a character we know, and then others have said that it's like a big character played by a big actor. So
Well, yeah.
again, this is the WandaVision thing. And I think there's a high possibility that like it's literally just going to be like, oh no, it was Sharon all along, and we've just been.
Do you think they do that? Do you think they would do that though?
I feel like it's going to be like a really big
Bettany,
actress.
Did Paul Bettany not literally go, oh, fucking huge actor I've always wanted to work
But
with?
Paul Bettany did that, not the entire cast or like production.
This is like the main showrunner was the one saying this.
Yeah,
He said
I could say it.
he said this like during episode 2 when that first came out, that the best episode of the show is episode 5. It's gonna make you cry, and there's a major character in there that he wants to see team up with Thor one day.
Yeah.
So
What the fuck does that mean?
yeah, that is
From what I heard that it was a known comic book character played by a popular actor.
yeah.
That's what I heard.
Jennifer
So
Lawrence.
it's a
as
character
the
not yet
Invisible
in the
Woman.
MCU, but known in the comics, played by a popular actor.
And then there's rumors that it's a blonde actress. And
Yes.
a lot of people are saying it's going to be disappointing. It's going to be like an old.
There's gonna be Sue Storm.
playing like John Walker's mother. It's like,
Yeah,
wow,
I heard that too.
great. So yeah, we don't know for sure. Granted,
That's
everyone
why I don't want to give a guess because I don't want to be like hilariously wrong.
Luke Cage, as people were originally saying.
the way-
He just shows up for no reason.
Who are you? I'm Luke Cage.
I'm literally Luke Cage.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
just a
from
camera.
Harlem. That's it. And it just cuts to
the-
credits, and then next episode they just never mention it. And
He's
he's
not
not
even
Cuts,
there.
yeah, they never address it.
He
Who
gets
was
the
like-
email and he sees. a
It's the
video of Luke
entire
Cage.
fucking Defenders, the Netflix Defenders, and then they're just not brought up in the next episode. We're
the final
Defenders.
scene in the
Falcon opens up an email from Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor with all the Defender logos, and he's watching videos of all of the Netflix shows.
They're just scenes from the Netflix shows that
Yeah, it's just scenes from the Netflix show.
it's not even
It's
look
Like
all the
Falcon's
hallway
watching
fights.
the hallway fight, and he's like eating popcorn and shit.
He's like, this is fucking awesome.
And then they never mention it again.
Yeah.
and then the Flash comes in. It's like, bro,
the Flash
Sam,
and the Winter Soldier.
listen to me
Winter
now.
Soldier.
Fucking hell.
You have to
Watch it. I
find-
bet it's gonna be just a regular episode. I bet nothing major is gonna happen. And I hope I'm
Really?
wrong.
It's the penultimate episode.
No,
I
I think
think-
it'll be major, like story wise for this, but I don't think it's like I'm willing to bet that it's like we're setting ourselves up for some level of disappointment again.
I could see that too. Although my one guess is old man Steve Rogers.
Oh yeah, I kind of assume it's coming in the last
Wouldn't that be
episode.
the finale though? Isn't that what everyone's
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
What's his
probably.
name? I almost said John Walker. What's his name? Wyatt Russell said something like that. They were like, "Would you ever meet Steve?" What is his name? I almost said Steve Rogers. Now.
Chris
I
Evans.
just keep calling them their characters. Yeah, he was just like, "Have you ever met Chris Evans?" He was like, "Oh, I guess you'll have to wait to the
Oh
finale."
yeah, I watched that interview. He's so fucking around though. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, you know, wait till the end of the series and people."
They
will be
probably
like,
get.
"Whoa,
Dude,
that
that's
was
probably what
crazy."
they're told now, though. Like
Yeah.
when the movie actors can't say shit, they have to say, "Oh, wait till the end."
Yeah.
wait.
Oh, that
wait
makes
all
sense,
6
'cause we're
weeks
already-
until-
Yeah, then Mark Ruffalo also goes, "Oh, we kill everybody. I mean, half of
Yeah.
everybody."
Mark
And then
Ruffalo
Don
will
Cheadle's just
live
like,
stream. Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo also had his phone on Instagram Live for the first 25 minutes of Thor
"That was
Ragnarok
awesome.
premiere.
That was so good."
I listened to some of that too. I heard like the whole first Doctor Strange scene.
That dude just does not give a
Where
fuck.
it's like Mark, all the comments like Mark as if he's looking at his phone. Just
Yeah, it's
covering
in
the
his
camera.
pocket.
Mark, like Mark, you have to stop. You're gonna get fired. I don't want to miss you as the Hulk.
They could use Ed Norton, recast him.
I don't think
Can you
they
imagine
would.
they did that this late to the game? They brought back Ed Norton.
Terrence Howard, they're like, come on, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, they're bringing
What if
back
they
all
brought
those
them both
people
back
from
in,
Ed
like-
Nor- they're bringing back Ed Norton's characters like Apocalypse or
Apocalypse.
Oscar Isaac
Abomination.
Apocalypse.
I don't
To
know
me,
why
my-
this was
To
in
me,
my
my whole
mind.
characters.
Can you imagine if they were
Abomination.
in Doctor Strange 2?
That'd
In like
be-
a different universe, and they were
But
still.
then you gotta explain like
Banner
General
and
Ross.
Rhodey.
Like, what if they brought back
That'd be so
Betty?
funny.
What would they do with that? If they brought
I mean,
back
she
Betty?
could come back in She-Hulk potentially.
Yeah, but it'd be weird. It's like, oh, I haven't seen you in so
Do you
long.
think
It's
She-Hulk
Mark
will mention that?
Ruffalo.
'Cause
Like,
she's
yeah.
like a fourth wall breaking character.
I
They'd be like,
guess.
"Oh, you used to
Yeah,
look different.
yeah, that's interesting.
You used to look different."
If
Then
they
she
bring
winks at
back
the camera.
Betty and she sees Bruce Banner, she'll be like, you look so different," and Bruce Banner will be
Yeah,
like,
because he's gonna be smart Hulk still. He's like, yeah, I'm the fucking Hulk. That's why.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, oh, Bruce, you look so he's fucking
Yeah, Bruce, you
9
look
feet tall,
amazing.
green but glasses and a fucking cardigan on.
He dabs again.
Hey kids, fucking damn.
Hey, Betty, hey.
Hey, you want me to do it? You want me to do it? And she's like, don't, please, please.
Listen to your mom.
I'll fucking do it.
And he's like, I remember why I left this franchise.
he says the you don't fuck along with the Ruffalo, and she's like, your name is Bruce Banner.
Who the hell is Ruffalo?
He suddenly points to the camera like, keep that one in. This is about breaking the fourth wall,
It's
right?
just She-Hulk looks like Jen looks at like the fucking production, like the people behind the cameras, as Mark Ruffalo is just going off on some rant. They're all just like, I fucking know either. Like,
He starts doing what you do. He promotes Mark Ruffalo movies from like 10
have you
years. ago. He's
seen
like, "Go
Dark
see
Waters?
Water."
He's just pointing. Have you seen Dark Waters?
Waters.
And Kevin Feige's just like Marvel's
Zodiac.
first family.
God, this show is so fucked.
Oh
Imagine.
man, that'd be awesome.
The
Kevin
She-Hulk
Feige shows up in She-Hulk.
They're just like, Mark, you can't be doing that. He's just like, yeah, I can do whatever I want. I've been doing this since 2009, 2012, 2009.
Fireman,
No,
yeah,
I've
what are you
been
gonna
doing
do?
it the whole time.
I never left.
Have you seen Fight Club?
Now you see me? Have you seen it?
You've seen that.
Anyways, comic news of the week. Tom Taylor is teasing a new DC comic to be announced, which should be announced by now if you're listening to this on the date.
It's Robin and Batman. It was like on a list like of things
was it?
coming up, and people were just like, it's probably going to be Robin and Batman. Yeah, there was a list of a
It's
bunch of
called
like
Robin and
solicitation
Batman,
things.
right?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's going to be
it's
Robin
like the
led.
Tim Drake Robin days with Batman, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's like a
Oh, it's a
flashback?
flashback.
Right? Is this
I don't.
right?
I have no
I
idea.
just saw the name. What do you want from me?
Someone DM'd me and they said that the Robin and Batman thing, but they said it's taking place in Tim's Robin days.
Cool.
Which
Well,
kind
isn't
of
he-
brings
what
up
is he
the
now,
like,
though?
can they not get Tim out of Robin? Like, stop living in the past, man. You're living in a fucking dream world.
Oh, fuck.
What is
I mean,
he
they
now?
did
When was
for
the
a
last time
bit.
Tim Drake did anything?
2011.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, has he done anything?
He
well, what
died.
was he was on a Young Did he become Robin by the end of Young Justice?
New 52 Teen Titans
Again?
dog shit. Rebirth.
Detective
I guess
Comics
Rebirth
was
Detective-
great.
I guess
though.
Rebirth Detective.
That was
I
good.
He's
guess
good.
He
That
dies.
I love that shit.
Yeah,
Well,
he was
And then
really
yeah,
good at it.
the whole Drake saga, that was so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Is he
and that-
Robin
I
again?
forgot
Though?
about
Is he
There was
Red
also
Robin?
the Super Sons of Tomorrow where he time traveled to the
Oh,
present.
I like that story.
I did too.
Where he's
Yeah,
where evil
Although-
Batman Tim Drake.
his suit was really bad though. It was like the Red
Oh,
Robin suit with the
yeah,
cowl,
he
but he
becomes
had
like a
like the
new
leather
guy, though, right?
jacket.
Savior,
Yeah.
comic savior.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, I immediately looked at Harper on my screen.
I did too immediately. Everyone was
What's going on, guys? Whoa.
Remember
You
when Tim
talking about
Drake
Tim
became
Drake?
comic savior and killed people?
He became fucking comic what?
Savior.
I've never read a comic book in my life. I just like
Oh.
getting stoned.
And you like watching Young Justice, not reading.
And I also love drama. It's not even true.
That's the news of the week.
Oh shit!
There wasn't much. We are
Fuck,
about,
that's it?
yeah.
My dad's
mean-
Joker bit took longer than this.
Yeah,
Do
basically.
you want to do comics or do you want me to read this story?
Oh yeah. Did we
Oh,
have a
read the
for a
story.
listener? I just feel like this will give
Oh,
us
I have
some
reviews,
energy
by the
for
way, that I
this.
did not read.
Oh,
I'm
we
so
I
sorry.
definitely had a review.
You lost it.
But I've definitely lost it. Anyway.
We'll do
Sorry.
reviews and story time, and then we'll jump into the comics of the week.
Excellent. There's not a lot of comics, so sorry. Okay,
four.
this is from our friend Anderson, who has contacted the show before. So this story is 100% because of you and Hunter. The day was December 20, 2020. December 20, 2020.
Wait, you and Hunter,
Bro,
like
12, 20,
wait,
20.
you and Hunter like Harper and me?
Yeah, as in like me, Harper, and you, Hunter.
Oh, okay.
So I was on my way to work after it had just begun to snow. I was listening to the podcast as I'm driving, and then I lose control of my car going down the hill. by my house due to the snow and slid into traffic and got into an accident. It
Oh.
wasn't that bad of an accident. The
I'm
old
so
woman,
sorry, I'm laughing.
the old woman who hit me just bumped into the back of my car. My car was completely fine on the outside. Hers was fucked up on the outside. She luckily was okay. I drove down a little bit so I could turn around to work this out with her. My car would go on to be checked out, and then and then it got totaled because it would have cost more to get it fixed in the long run. Fucking hell, that doesn't sound like that sounds like it's pretty bad, man. That car's name was Bart, after Bart Allen, R.I.P. Bart. And the reason I blame you and Hunter is because Hunter was talking when it happened. And as we all know, he's gotten into multiple accidents, so it must have been bad luck driving in similar conditions to the Canadian wilderness he lives in while listening to him speak. It is your fault because it is the episode where you first officially joined the podcast as a full-time host. And as you know, you are very chaotic and must have added to Hunter giving me bad luck. This is probably the craziest story I have from listening to the podcast. My first ever car was basically totaled because I was listening to the podcast. There's definitely no other reason
You
why.
almost killed a guy.
I'm sorry. Hunter and I almost murdered this man who then almost killed this
Oh,
old
an
lady.
older woman.
Jesus.
The fact that he went, my car wasn't that bad, although it did get written off because it wouldn't have been able to get fixed.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
You guys
bad.
almost killed someone.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so that's our story. Thank you, Anderson, for
That's
that. That
amazing.
was
People gotta send in if you've almost died listening to the podcast, send in a story.
I did get multiple stories. Some I won't read, but like I did get multiple stories of weird things people have done while they've been
Some I won't read.
some I won't read. Well, some of them are very graphic and some of them are very weird. I'm like I got one, and I'm sure the dude's listening, so I'm not gonna say it, but like his family dynamic, they just have no shame because like yeah, it was bizarre.
Oh, strange.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if I could read it. Let me look. Anyway,
Well, welcome to the hero
read,
story.
read the reviews.
Okay, so do you remember the guy, the baby guy that said the review?
Yes.
The Steve Harvey guy. He sent another review.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, here we go.
It's an actual series on this time. He said 5 stars. The baby story. Y'all read my The Baby review, so that's poggers. For real, this is the only podcast I listen to, and it's given me a new lease on my comic book journey. This podcast has got me to read Fractions Iron Man, Fractions Hawkeye, Jason Aaron's
Ooh.
Thor, both of them.
Ooh.
Also, I live for Tyler's The Baby Face, so thank you so much for that. However, sometimes you hurt
live-
my ears. 9.5
Me?
out of 10.
Oh, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, you hurt his ears. One more review. This one is from. Oh, wow, that's a long review. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh wait, no, it's Sean. It's the. Oh, he put in the Apple podcast. Oh, okay. I was going to say, goddamn, that's the one that you read like a week or two ago, Harper. Okay, we're good. Thank you, The Baby
I can't,
Steve Harvey.
no, I can't read this.
Wait, did we read Sean's?
This
Yeah,
is too
yeah. It was the one where he went through all the hosts.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. Did you find it, Harper?
He's looking at it. He doesn't know if he can read it though.
Read it.
This-
Read it.
this is-
Read it.
No, this
read
is
it.
this is a level, and there's no way I could say this guy's name because like I even said to him, I went, how does that fucking happen? That's very odd. It's God, it's semi-graphic.
Okay, then censor some words.
Are you sure? No, not graphic language wise. Just like the story is fucking bizarre. No offense to this dude, but it's fucking weird.
There's like probably 7 people listening. Like, is it a
Fuck
story?
it. I'll just read
we
it.
go.
I'm so sorry about this. And I also haven't reread this, so I don't know what weird shit's gonna pop up again. Okay. So on this week's episode of A Hero Story, you asked for weird stories from listening to the podcast. Well, I like listening to the podcast whenever I'm by myself, like when I'm driving. However, there is also one place I am by myself that is awkward if it's too quiet, the shower. So as I hop in the shower, I hit play on the United Nations of Comic Book Podcasts, you representing Australia, Hunter representing Canada, Tyler representing the USA, and JD representing Italy. So as you do, I'm scrubbing myself clean, and then the bathroom door opens up, and my dad comes in and just starts to take a shit. Now I can't pause the podcast because my hands are covered in soap and water and my phone is on the windowsill. First of all, your issue is that you can't pause the podcast.
Not
that your
why
dad
the
just
fuck
walked
are
in
you
to-
taking a shit, Dad?
I'm trying to shower
Oh
here.
my
And
God.
Dad
I
just
just
walks in
realized
like,
I forgot that
gotta
I'm like
poop."
not in my room, so someone could have heard that through the walls. Why are
So
you
my-
taking a shit, Dad?
So my dad and I just sit there while he shits and I get clean. The whole time I'm hoping that you specifically don't say anything too explicit. He just goes, "So what are these guys talking about?" I respond explaining, "They talk about comics." "Oh, cool," was his response.
You gotta look out of the show. Yeah, they talk about comics.
He said, and this was an episode in where you guys were talking about Joker War and mentioned that Alfred had died. Heard that and said, "Oh, that's sad," and then proceeded to get up, flush the toilet, wash his hands, and leave.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna say who that was unless he messages me after
That's
that. Tells me.
He wants-
Fucking
and he wants the fame.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
So
see.
anyway, what is your
Harper-
dad
Harper-
doing?
Harper, if anyone's dad is taking a shit right now while they're listening to the podcast, do you have anything to say that might be explicit?
Oh, that's sad.
It might be explicit. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. And then oh damn it! I got
Just-
fucking nothing.
This episode has basically been Timmy's Talk 3. Just
Yeah,
saying.
we're barely talking
Yeah.
about fucking comic books.
That was
That was really funny.
Wow.
That was...
Oh my god.
This is insane.
Just-
How many other stories did you get?
I probably got 10 or 15. Like
Wow.
they were all,
Jesus.
but they
Whoa.
none of them were like in-depth stories. I just got a few where it was like, "Oh, I was doing this and blah blah blah," and it's like, "Oh, that's pretty funny." I can try and find them.
What were
as
some
we
of the
go
things they were
story.
saying, like taking a shit?
I got multiple poo stories.
True story.
got
Your
multiple.
DMs
Harper,
very-
I got a couple messages that were just like, "I've listened to the podcast while pooping," and I'm like, "Thank you for this message."
Didn't you get a comment
Harper's just-
today that said like first person to like this while shitting? Didn't you get that? I saw that.
Oh, I got that yesterday. Yeah, on the
Some I was
video.
like, oh my god, bro.
Some
Someone
Harper
was
just
just
made.
like, I was just like, why has this become a shit thing? Like,
You become
why
the
is
shit
that-
guy.
Every time,
yeah, I'm the shit guy.
every time
This
Harper's
podcast
phone
is the
gets,
shit podcast,
Like
apparently.
nut boy.
every time your phone gets a notification, you just go. So you gotta open it.
Just gonna breeze past fucking.
I heard that.
Jeet.
All right, comics
What a
of the
cock.
week.
That's it. That guy's the cunt. Anyway,
Should we do comics of the week?
yeah, I'm trying to find these stories,
Probably.
but
I only read Daredevil this week.
Yeah, Daredevil. Hell yeah.
Talk about pick of the week, cover of the week. I guess you guys are both Daredevil.
I only read
oh,
Daredevil.
pick of the week,
That's all I
cover
read.
of the week. What did I read? Yeah, Daredevil.
Oh, Electra.
Oh, it's not Iron Man. I thought Iron Man was good this week.
Iron Man was good. Just Daredevil was better.
My cover of the week is Thor. I thought this was a cool cover. Just Donald Blake sitting on a throne.
That
with
is a cool.
That is cool.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah.
That's a very
I
cool.
thought it was simplistic but nice. And my pick of the week is either Daredevil or Urban Legends. I really
Ooh,
like
I've
Batman.
heard a
Urban
lot of things about her. But is it really good?
I hate that it's an anthology. Just give me
I
Chip's
do
story. I
too.
don't want the other ones.
Well, isn't it weird? Why would it be an anthology if it just picks up if it's the same story? Like, you know what I mean? Why wouldn't they just tell a story and then get another team to tell another story?
So the
next
cover,
arc?
yeah, it's a Red Hood. So the main story is just called Red Hood, and then it's featuring stories starring Oracle, Grifter, and the Outsiders.
'Cause it's not really an anthology then.
It technically is because it's several books, several stories in one. It's quite.
I
a
know,
thick
but like
book,
anthologies are usually unrelated stories.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the Red Hood one continues. I actually didn't read the other ones
I
this week.
think because I often think about the fact that like a Batman anthology book, like if you did a Batman anthology book where you had a writer and an artist and they did a different story every week, and it could feel like the Batman animated series where it's a different kind of
That's
thing.
cool.
That'd be fucking awesome. I think more characters should have that in general. So
Yeah, that'd be fun. You know, I love that for the Flash. Honestly.
Flash would be cool. Moon
Whoa,
Knight. he
for
had,
once,
like,
I didn't bring up the Flash in a non-Flash conversation. I like that.
I always
The
think
Flash
Moon Knight
family
should have
deserves
one.
more love. But yeah, the Red Hood
Spider-Man,
story.
anybody.
by Zdarsky is fantastic. Maybe that's just because we've had Red Hood written by the same guy for the past 9 years, but it's very nice having like a very realistic take on Daredevil, or not Daredevil, Red Hood. It's just Jason's not much of a jokester like he's become. He's very serious, but he's in like a really difficult situation, and it's cool seeing him handle it. But anyways, Daredevil, we'll talk about that first, since that's the one that we've all read. Harper, did you find anything, or?
Oh, no, I found a bunch of strange messages, but let's move on.
Daredevil.
Someone right now who like let their heart out to Harper over messages like, "Fuck, man."
I just like
We're not good enough.
People are
You
very
can read the shit
threatening.
story, but you can't read mine.
People are very threatening, and I did like
Threatening.
what? Yeah, like sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, fuck you for that," and like they're clearly joking, but I'm like, "What did I do?" But yeah, I got a lot of comment. Whatever the last thing we said was, where it's like, "Oh, if you've gotten this far in the episode, comment this." I got quite a few of those. I don't remember what the phrase was.
I get the comments, the DMs I get related to. I got a message yesterday. I've spelled a word wrong, and I got a message yesterday that said, "Oh, Hunter's rubbing off on you." I was like,
Yeah, I
"Damn
remember.
it."
Fuck yeah.
One of me. Daredevil 29 came out. And I guess last issue ended with Daredevil. Matt Murdock's in prison and he was poisoned. And so now it picks off right where we left off of him being like, "Well, I'm poisoned."
Yeah, I'm poisoned.
The whole Matt sequence with the poison I thought was really well done. Like that was the thing that happened the most.
Basically, it's realistic though. Like he's like, "Well, this sucks," and he stands up and then goes outside and he's like, "I'm gonna try to vomit now."
Yeah.
The whole time he's thinking like, hopefully they wanted me to take more bites because I only took one.
It's definitely not the first time he's been poisoned before. So
No.
I like the fact that he's like, "Oh shit, oh come on, there." Of
Yeah,
course.
he's like, "Fuck, I didn't think of this." Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't I
Not
think? Of course they
again.
were gonna poison me.
I want to
Oh,
make one
yeah.
point and then we can move on to the rest of the issue. But you know what is disappointing about this series, as good as this issue is that we've got Matt's story, we've got Mike, and what's fucking Kingpin's son's name? What's his name?
Is it like Donald or Vincent?
Son of
or
Kingpin.
something?
Oh yeah, I think it is Donald.
No, it's definitely not Donald.
Maybe it's
Donald Fisk.
Fuck, yeah, it's Donald face on the screen.
Kingpin's son.
Anyway, it's like Mike and Kingpin's son, and then
Richard.
the fucking Stromwind fucking
Richard.
crime family stuff.
Oh, Richard,
and
yeah.
Elektra, right?
Dick Fisk.
Yeah, so
Dick Fisk.
roughly.
Is it
4
Richard?
stories.
No, it's
Richard.
not.
It's
It doesn't even
Richard.
seem right.
Oh
Is it
shit! I almost
really?
dropped- Yeah, Richard Fisk.
No, isn't he going by another name in this though?
If he's going by it, but it's the same son that got stabbed to shit in the Bendis run, right?
Whatever. who
Spoiler
fucking
alert.
cares? Anyway,
I forgot that happened. I forgot he got
Um,
stabbed.
He called him Butchie. He said, "Hey, Butchie, where you at?"
yeah,
okay.
whatever it was. So it was like you got Mike, you got Matt, you got the Stromwinds, you've got Elektra. And Elektra's story is the least interesting one out of all of them.
It
And
looks
that's
cool, though.
kind of annoying when she's like apparently the main character,
The main
at
character.
the moment.
Yeah.
But she gets like 3 pages per issue and it's not that interesting, like at all. In fact, it's not even like
Well, I think her training
It's
the
not
girl
even
is
interesting.
Not that cool,
I
but
think it's all it's all gonna tie in
it
eventually.
looks cool.
Not tie
it
in. But
is,
it's all
no,
gonna
but
come
I
Yeah, it
don't
does
think
look
they're
cool.
giving her enough for it to end up mattering, unless she stays in this role for fucking ages. But I feel like it.
I mean,
really is
with the
gonna
way
end
this
up
issue
being-
ended.
Yeah, she might have
Well,
more of
as
a
it.
I know,
spotlight
but
on
like,
her.
Matt Murdock dies in like every single issue. Of
yeah,
his
he's
run. Who
always
gives a
dying
fuck?
or he's always bleeding out. Like it's like it's his thing. Is he's
Yeah,
dead.
Chip
Exactly.
Zdarsky even said in an interview like 2 years ago that his favorite Daredevil suit is the one he's just beat up and bloody.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, because that's
exactly.
like his thing though. Like Daredevil's thing is laying on the ground while he's bleeding like a
Yep.
pig, you know. And then he gets back up and he's like, "Oh, I gotta keep fighting." That's Daredevil in a nutshell.
Yeah, basically. And this whole thing, he's poisoned, and then a bunch of prison inmates come and beat him up. He tries to defend himself, but at the end he falls over, and the cover of the next issue shows a newspaper headline saying Daredevil dead. So he's
So,
gonna
yeah,
live. I can see him being in a
crossed
coma, if anything. They're gonna put him in a coma, And then that's going to put more of a spotlight on Elektra. So then we move away from Matt's story, even though I found Matt's story.
I can see him like getting out
What
of
if
prison because
he
he's
got
believed to
amnesia?
be dead.
But
They
then
did an
how do you
amnesia story?
How do you what, Hunter?
Well,
reveal that he's out in the streets again?
Because Matt Murdock is still around because Mike is posing as Matt, so he goes
Yeah,
back to his life as
exactly.
Matt Murdock, and then
But if-
Daredevil Elektra is the only one on the street.
I can see that happening, but Matt doesn't want to be free. Like he wants the service time.
Well, Matt might not have a fucking choice.
He served a
That'll
life.
be part of the story.
He served a life sentence if he died, right? Wasn't that the big debate? Like the guy who died during his life sentence and then came back to life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
oh,
right.
they could do that. That'd be so
Yeah.
fucked
Well,
up.
wasn't a sentence just a year? I thought it was just a year in prison.
I don't even know. If you go back, by the way, to the episode where I think it was issue 25, Daredevil, I think I said that I thought they were going to kill Matt because
Yeah, didn't a lot of us say that?
and we might have all said it then. But I mean, this is it. I guess we'll see how it goes. But I mean,
Yeah, you
He's
guys
definitely
you guys,
not
yeah,
dead.
you had said in that episode, Tyler, like, wouldn't it be insane if like just for a few years they just kept him off the book?
well,
it
yeah,
was,
that's
like,
the thing
just
because they
Elektra?
brought Mike and he's Matt's,
Yeah.
he's Matt Murdock for the people, and they sent him to jail. Now Elektra's Daredevil. Like they could they could kill Matt. They probably won't, but they really could.
Chip jokes about it way too much for
Yeah,
you to be like, nah, they're not gonna do
We
it.
don't even say
'Cause-
anymore.
Yeah, Chips the
You could be
Darcy.
joking
Just,
about
every
anything
time
and be
someone like
serious.
messaged him on Twitter being like, "Hey, I didn't like this issue," he just replies like, "I'll kill Matt then." No, I'll kill Matt Murdock. I'll do it. So
I feel like that's what Harper would be like as a writer.
yeah, I can see that actually.
I didn't
going
like your issue of Iron Man because you contradicted something from the 1968 run.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
Oh,
It's like, all
Fuck
right, Tony's
right
dead
off.
then.
I just remembered a bit of news. It's very unrelated. I just remembered it though. We found out who won the X-Men
Fucking
voting.
Strongman came in 10th. What
He
the hell
came
kind
in
of
last
nonsense is
place.
that?
He came in last place.
I'm sorry, Caleb. We tried.
Fucking
If I was on that
Polaris
episode,
one.
Strongman
The
would've
X-Men
fucking policed it.
community is pissed off that Polaris
Yeah,
won.
they are.
Wasn't it
Like-
like a biased poll though? Like,
Well, it's
she's,
because
like,
she's like the most popular character for people that don't read comics. But
Look,
also, she's already in a book, so now she has to leave that book to go to the main X-Men
this
one.
kind of feels like Robin's in the round robin thing. Like, you're putting the most popular person in the poll. Like, obviously they're gonna win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And yeah, so a lot of people are pissed that Polaris won, and I'm kind of annoyed too. But whatever.
You wanted Bobby to win.
I did want Bobby to win. He came in
You
third
Bobby.
place.
That's
That
pretty
was
good. Third
actually
place is
way
not bad.
higher than I thought it would be.
No, that's,
me.
yeah,
I
that's
like
not
to
bad at
think
all.
that was me. That was my impact.
Being like, vote Bobby, please.
Yes, I think it was in my bio for a while.
Just begging people. You lost. Anything else you guys have to say about Daredevil?
Art's good. I mean, but that's
Yeah.
Electra Daredevil looks great. I just want to see her do more. Like, the scene where she drops down to the two guys, I thought was really cool. But
she's like it's very similar to when Daredevil became the Kingpin. Like she's demanding money from people. That's
Guys,
interesting.
my microphone is so big.
Harper, what happened? He shrunk.
There was a little
Oh,
man
no.
on that ship.
Honey, I shrunk the Harper.
I'm trying to move it, but I can't move it.
There's a little man in that room. He's like this
Ah.
big. Yeah,
Wait,
that's how
let
big
me
he was.
just Pim particles. Whoa, I'm so big now. Anyway.
That was
Truly
creative.
wonderful. The mind of a child is.
Do you guys remember when I like read that fucking review from my friend who was just like, oh, you know how Harper gets like an hour and 10 minutes
Yeah.
in and then he's just done. I
When
feel
we
like
hit
the
that point.
30-minute mark and I'm fucking out. I'm just done.
That's why he shrunk down during a Daredevil discussion. I give the issue like an 8.5.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a solid. It's like the same quality that he's always been hitting.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
It's fair. Harper.
hitting.
It's the best book I've ever read in my entire life.
All right, good to know. You want to do Batman Urban Legends, Harper? Me and you talk about
Yeah.
why it's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good because Red Hood has a purpose. He's not just
Yeah.
the guy who's like Dick Grayson, but he has a gun. He
The other
he-
50 pages of this fucking book don't have a purpose, but yeah.
I didn't read it, so.
Yeah, well.
You paid
Basically,
for
when
it,
we
though.
last left off, Red Hood found a little kid, and he's like, "Oh, this little kid
Shot the kid in the head.
overdosed." He didn't shoot the kid in the
Fucking
head.
No mercy.
But the
I don't
kid's
give a
like,
fuck.
kid's like, "Where's my dad?" And Jason's like, "I'll help you find your dad."
I killed
Here's your
dad,
fucking
you
dad.
fuck. Yeah, you're about to go
Basically.
meet him.
And the dad's
Fucking
just
hell.
like, "I didn't care about the kid. Kid could live on the streets for all I care." And then Jason's like, "Okay, bam, bam."
Is that Jason saying like, "Oh my god, that's like how I grew up"?
Basically,
yeah, that's
that's
they
literally
even
what
do
this issue's about.
flashbacks. Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what it is. Yep, 100%.
It's they do flashbacks to when Jason was a kid with his mom, and his mom was like a drug addict. So he
Addict.
A
Who
dick?
says it
Addict.
like that?
I just read-
Drug
yeah, I know,
addict.
I
Who
know,
says
I
drug
know.
addict?
I know,
She was
I
a
messed
drug
up.
addict.
I realized right what I said. I was like,
Is a drug addict.
a drug addict.
Hey, Jason's mum is a drug addict. That's what the fuck.
The mom's just like, "Hey, Jason, I need you out of the apartment for a bit. So here's some money. Go get some bread." And he's like, "Aight." And then he goes, and the drug dealer comes
He
in.
said "I" to his mom.
Okay, I'll read it.
Sounds very
says,
Jason.
he says nothing. He says he's a drug dealer, and then the mom's like, He's
a
when
drug
you're
addict.
older, you'll understand. He's helping me." And then Jason leaves, sees the drug dealer. Drug dealer's like, "Hey kid, your mom home? She needs some medicine." And then Jason's like, "F off." And then the guy throws him against a wall. And
He does say fuck off. I did like that.
yeah, and the guy's just like, "Hey, listen, I will kill you, kid. Your mom needs some medicine. Go get your bread, and then come back, and the apartment's yours. All right? I'm just gonna go ruin your mother's
Why
life."
does it sound like JD?
Oh,
It's more Davian.
don't make me bring the Joker back in here.
Oh, no, please don't, please
Oh,
don't.
I don't even know actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Harper,
It's more Nut Boy.
don't intimidate him. There's a really cool moment of Batman beating
Moving
up
on.
some thugs where he shuts down all the street lights around them, so it becomes really dark, and then just starts pulling them into the darkness. That was cool. And then we come back to Jason's story, where a bit of a retcon. When Jason was a kid, when the drug dealer comes back, he's just like, "Oh, it took so
Fucking
long because
kills him.
I needed my medicine too. So your mother and I had a good time."
That means he hit that.
Yeah, basically. And as he's walking away, Jason pushes him down a flight of stairs, killing him. So it's like this was Jason's first kill. He's like 9 years old. So good times. Issue ends with he's looking out for the boy where he killed his dad. Doesn't say he killed his dad, and says that his dad is injured or hurt. I think I missed something.
That's all right.
Oh,
You'll catch it on YouTube.
That's fucking awesome.
Sounds good.
That's fucking rad.
And yeah, it ends with Batman showing up and being like, "Jason, did you kill this kid's father?" He's like, "What if I did?" And then they fight for a bit. And it ends with the kid not hearing and like standing between Batman and Jason, being like, "Leave him alone. He's a good guy because he's Red Hood." And clearly the kid doesn't know what's going on, but it ends with Jason kind of starting to break down in front of Batman and the kid. So
I read a thing. I just saw the panels, but isn't he doing like the same thing as he's doing with the kid in Elektra? Like it's like the same like message.
Whoa, yeah, because Elektra with
Is
the
it?
girl. What is this?
Oh, fucking hell.
People are gonna be so confused.
I'm confused.
I'm gonna get messages that'll be like, "Man, you are such a dick."
Yeah, there's
don't give
gonna
a
be
fuck.
like 2 people who get it, and those 2 people are
Oh,
probably,
I
They're gonna
see
be
it
really
now, I
mad
see
at
it
me.
now.
They're gonna be
probably
so
fucking
mad at me.
dickheads anyway.
Oh no, Tyler, I just noticed it. I give
Anyway.
Urban Legends like a 9. That was good. Harper, did you enjoy it? I don't know if you
Yeah,
liked
I
it or
did.
not.
I did enjoy it.
Okay.
That's good. I like that Batman beats the shit out of Jason, and then the kid like stands in front of Jason, and it's like, "No, he's a good guy," and Batman's like, "Oh fuck, now I look like the bad guy," even though Jason literally shot his dad to death.
Batman's face is just like, "Ugh."
Yeah, he's like,
started,
"Oh, fuck."
You think Bruce gives Jason too many chances?
100%.
You just can't kill people. And he's like, you can't not kill people, rather. And Jason's like, oh, it's just what I do. It's my gimmick.
Yep.
Jason's like, all right, I'll
And then-
stop.
But it's always like Bruce is like, you can't do it. And then Jason's like, but I will. And then Bruce is like, all right, yeah, okay. That's fair.
I do like that he does say in this, when you're in my city, no guns, no killing.
yeah.
Like he's like, look, if you want to fucking go out, whatever, I don't have control, but Gotham is mine, and if you're gonna do that shit here, I'm gonna treat you like you're a villain. I do like that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jason, just go to fucking Metropolis and just blow anyone's head off you want, dude.
Yeah, basically.
You don't think the repercussions for killing someone in Metropolis are a bit more severe than killing someone in
No,
Gotham?
no, I don't think so. What's Superman gonna do? If Superman comes up to Jason Todd, he just shoots him.
He's got to ask.
Problem
Superman's got to go to Bruce and be like, "Man, your son is like really a dickhead.
He's a
And-
fucking asshole,
Yeah,
isn't he?
why did you even? How did you like fail that bad?
Yeah, man. He
Like my
crazy. He's a
son was
nut
beat
boy.
up by the crime syndicate for a couple of years, but he's not out there killing people.
Yeah, I forgot about
Your
that.
son got hit by a couple of crowbars and now he's a bad guy. Ugh.
a couple of like he was throwing them at him.
Just a
Wow.
couple. Iron Man number 8.
Yeah. Did you actually read that?
Yeah, I did.
Astounding. Oh, there you go.
Was it? Tony wasn't even in this issue.
No, he said
Yeah,
astounding that you read it.
No, yeah, it's astounding that you read. I didn't say the issue is astounding.
I've read every issue of Iron Man ever made.
No, it just seemed like I just felt like you would have opened it and been like, oh, it's an all Patsy issue, and then like put it down.
It's
and
an all
something else.
Patsy issue.
You know?
Yeah, it's a Patsy. It's like a Patsy flashback walk through time, unlocking powers again. It's really good. Tony's not in a single page of this.
Is it like about her days as like?
Yeah, it goes
teenage
back to like the
Patsy Wall?
Archie.
It
That's
was
things.
dope
high
as
school.
fuck. All right, I gotta read this then.
Yeah, it's
Whenever
really
issue
cool.
comes in.
But yeah,
yeah,
there's not a.
I read Coates. I read Coates Captain America every issue I got. So yeah, I'm gonna read this. This was good. I just
Fair-
didn't think it was like the best
Right.
issue ever.
No, I don't think it's the best issue ever, but I do think it's quite possibly either the best of the series or up there because it's like
The best Iron Man issue. Not even
yeah,
on
without
Man.
Iron Man, but it's like what this series needed. I think if you're gonna make Patsy such an important character in this run, give her this. I think it
It's
makes
still
sense.
Capu?
Honestly. No, this issue wasn't. No, this issue was someone doing art that looks exactly like Keifu's art, but it's not.
Yeah, I was
They
gonna
always
say,
do.
what-
Marvel
really
always
quite
does that.
He traced Keifu.
It's
I would say that sounds like someone we know, but I can't think. Of
I don't think we
anyone.
know
I don't
anybody
know.
like that.
No, I don't think we know anyone. And if
The
they do,
artist
Marvel
was-
does that a
Johnny.
lot, though. Marvel will always, whenever their main artist can't do the next issue, they'll be like, just get like a guy to copy them. Like they do that with Spider-Man all the time now. They get like
take
kind of
it.
Mark Bagleys and kind of,
Angel Unzueta was the artist.
I know.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
sure
didn't-
that's
didn't he
fucking
do
spot on.
Flash? Like Jeff Johns Flash for a bit. Did
What-
he not do
what was the-
Wonderland?
What was the name?
Angel Unzueta.
Yeah,
I swear he did that first Jeff Johns Flash art.
Wonderland.
but like that looks the same.
Yeah, it looks.
That
fucking,
yeah, even that panel of her in the corner that looks just like
yeah.
Cafu.
It's
It was good though, yeah, and I like how it ended with her being like, "Wait, where the hell is Tony? Wasn't he?" Right?
Oh,
Yeah, where
you're
is
yo,
that?
Tyler, you're right. Flash Wonderland artist. Wow.
no
I'm a
shit.
fucking genius, bro.
I'm
and I
very
get a badass
impressed,
It's
Tyler.
so
I'm the
different
Flash
too.
guy.
It's like
Tyler,
it's like
Tyler,
completely
that
different
was a
art.
deep, yeah, that was a deep dive, Tyler. I'm
I don't
very
know
impressed.
how I don't remember why I remember that, but I fucking remembered it.
Wow.
So
You weren't even looking
Wow.
at the art. Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
Frog. Why is Frogman in this series, Harper?
I don't know, but I did have a follower reach out. Like we were discussing the issue, and he was like, "Look, the only thing I don't want is for this series to then do like a fucking Frogman solo issue." I was like, "What are you talking about? I would love a Frogman solo issue." And he went, "No, you don't understand. I don't want a Frogman solo issue. I want a mini series."
No,
Just a full on.
Marvel would actually approve that though. They approve any miniseries.
I think Harper froze.
Oh my goodness.
He's raging right now.
He's like,
Look at him.
yeah, he's panicking right now.
He's mid talk.
He looks like Tony on that Iron Man 128 cover right now with the sweat.
He was like,
Here, I'll change my light to purple for when he gets back. Just to
Beautiful.
give him a bit of a shot. You guys don't notice that I'm purple. Just say I'm not. And
I don't even know. He's probably gonna get kicked, isn't he?
probably. I just realized Tyler, your Zoom name is a reach around.
Yeah, I have to keep it with the Snyder Cut lines.
JD's dad saw that. Oh,
Oh,
Harper just
and he's
left
gone.
the episode.
JD's
If you got that
ghost.
on your bingo card,
I was gonna
This is
say
the first time in a
Frogman's
while.
only it is. Frogman's only line in this, because they're in space, is I was very excited to go to outer space, but now I really don't like it at all. That's his only line in the full issue.
Well, Frogman's got an action figure now, so they're getting all that lucrative Frogman money.
That's true. That's true. I wouldn't
They're
mind
getting the
Frogman
Frogman
figure.
market.
I guess while we wait for Harper to hopefully join back, last issue I read was Thor, and then I'll talk about this hopefully, and then Harper will join. Thor's really good. It is probably the best Marvel ongoing outside of Daredevil.
What issue are they at now?
14. They just finished the Prey arc, which was about Donald Blink.
Donald Blink.
Donald Blink.
That was
Blink.
the Galactus one, right? That's the last one I remember you talking about when Harper killed me because he said,
Oh, yeah.
Hungry.
No, that arc
Thor.
ended a long time ago. This is Donald Blake, who is Thor's alter ego. Turns out that he is a separate person from Thor, that Odin just keeps locked up in this fake land. And he's just like, I'll use him when I need him. But he has his own mind and everything. So he came back and he's just like, you left me just trapped in this place. Why was I born? And the whole time he's just screaming at Odin this issue, being like, why the hell was I born? I didn't ask for this. And they beat him up. There is a strange thing. A lot of people are saying this issue is very good, but a lot of people are also saying it's very bad. I'm kind of mixed. It's a little strange because he keeps screaming like, kill me. Basically, that's the whole issue, is him scream, kill me now. And so Odin's like, all right, I'll kill you then. And so he takes a spear and he goes to like execute him. But then Thor's like, no, you can't do that. Pushes his father back, being like, I am the king, not you. I'm the king of Asgard. Odin, go back to, I know you know the way out of Asgard. Go home, leave. Harper just texted saying Harper will return yellow heart emoji.
Harper will return.
Yeah, okay. We'll see about that. I wonder if we should call him.
He doesn't have any opinions on Thor, though.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, he basically stops his father from killing Donald Blake, and instead decides, I will take Donald Blake because I'm king. I'm the better man here, and I'm gonna shock him so he passes out with lightning, and then I'm gonna give him to Loki to be tortured in a chamber. Seems
That's
kind of
the end?
odd. Yeah, so he puts Loki puts Donald in this chamber with a big snake coming down. This is actually in mythology. This is where Loki was kept and was tortured when they discovered Loki was doing bad things. He was tortured by a snake just dripping venom onto Loki's eyes, and then Loki eventually killed the snake, got out, and started Ragnarok. So that's an actual mythology. So now they put Donald Blake in that situation with getting venom dripped on his eyes, chained up. But if he escapes, then he's
so
following
you think
Loki's
he's gonna
story.
start Ragnarok too, the Electric Boogaloo?
They
We need a
can't
bingo card of you saying that.
of Electric Boogaloo.
I love
Yeah.
saying that.
We need posters. Someone needs to make posters of the Electric Boogaloos.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how the issue ends with
Boogaloo.
basically Loki's last words are interesting. He says, wake up, Donald, look around you. You're home. You wanted to be real, you wanted to be a god, and so you shall have it, because I renounce my title. It is yours now. Congratulations, Donald. You now sit on the throne of the god of lies. Ever shall you reign. And he
You guys
walks
see what
away.
Harper just sent?
He sent the
Oh god, that's horrifying.
I don't know if he wanted the entire podcast audience to see that, but now they've all seen it. And now he says, actually,
he's
maybe
not gonna
not. So
tell.
Harper may not return.
I'll call him.
Damn.
Oh,
See what he says. See what he has to say to the listeners. Because we're kind of near the end of the episode. Kind of. He says you hung up.
Me?
Yeah, it said you hung up the call. Hold on. Harper. Hey. I can't hear you if you're talking.
What the fuck happened?
Is internet so bad?
What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
What the fuck happened?
Didn't he fix it as well?
He's frozen on there too.
Yeah, he froze on the Instagram video. I could hear him though.
It's just not his day.
It's not your day, Harper. Do you have anything you want to say?
Help me!
Okay.
They're killing me!
Oh.
It's Nut Boy! He's killing me!
Uh-oh. I just talked about Thor, and now we're kind of just waiting for you.
Pain! It hurts!
It's funny hearing him like.
Is he? What happened to your internet? Didn't you fix? Oh, I'm muted. I forgot. Didn't you fix your internet? He's gone. He's dead.
He froze.
Yeah,
again.
we should probably end the episode.
Yeah.
It says
Okay.
he
He
left.
just left again. Okay. I guess we'll end the episode.
The short one.
Yeah, really short. We're only about an hour. Falcon the Winter Soldier is now out for episode 5. So let us know what you think of that Luke Cage cameo. Anything you guys want to say?
This episode really did peak in the first 5 seconds, though.
Yeah.
So
It's hard to top that.
it was
but,
enough content, I think, for the people.
Tom came up with the idea this week, so when that creative mind gets going.
Yeah. JD, you
But-
want to do your outro?
Yeah, if you're listening on iTunes, we appreciate a 5-star review. If you're listening anywhere else, we appreciate a subscribe/follow. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hunter works very hard as Coraline's father to get the videos up. Follow us on Instagram at A Hero Story, at Comic Book Hunter, at Comic Boy with 2 eyes, at History of the Flash, at Comic Rebirth, at Avenging Art. Oh wait, my bad.
That was good.
Yeah, and thanks for listening. What's my line again?
It's something.
For Hero Story, I'm JD.
I'm Hunter.
I'm Tyler. I forgot. Usually I don't say anything, and then you just say the line.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say you say something. And I'm Harper. And thanks for being a hero.
I'm happy. And every second is a gift. Goodbye.
Blah. I'm sorry. JD's dead. Don't. There's like a bump near me. Blah.